Hi, this is Shirley Moon at Wicca Moon, and I'm here with my beautiful friend Sue Chin.
Oh, that's kind.
With her lovely Quan cards. I'm also here with a lovely client friend of mine whose name is Ginger, and she's coming here for a reading today. So we thought we'd record it using the Wicca Moon Tarot, which are these ones. I'll just show you. And the beautiful Quan cards to show you guys out there how you can use both packs in a reading and how much they complement each other. You don't just have to use these with the Wicca Moon Tarot. You can use them with any form of tarot, I feel.
Yes.
Okay, my darling Ginger, do you have a question?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so would you mind shuffling the cards, this one first and then this one, and really focus on what it is that you need to know.
Well, Ginger shuffle these, so can I open
Yeah,
these?
yeah, please do.
We'll do 3, which I find is the best because it tends to answer the questions.
So we've got the three cards.
We've got harmony, relationship second,
Okay,
and then the third is deliverance.
put those over the field now. Lovely, thank you.
Let you see them.
They're beautiful.
Thank you.
Because I wanted you guys out there to see the cards, I'm just going to lift up a bit. Okay. So in your now, we've got the Wheel of Fortune with 3 of Cups, and what covers that, we've got the World card with the 8 of Swords. Okay, past influences is the Magician with the 9 of Cups, and what is below is Justice with the Knight of Wands, and above you the Tower card, which makes sense of the Deliverance one, doesn't it?
It does, it does. So we'll marry that up with the deliverance.
With the 10
Ooh.
of Wands, and immediate future is the Hermit with the Knight of Cups. As you can see, I use the cards in pairs, so I have the Major Arcana on the left and the Minor on the right. This is my little method of teaching. It was taught to me many years ago, but I'm sort of using my own little methods with it as well. So this is within the now, this is within the past, this is within the future. Did you want to add?
Well, I would say that this is the present, and that's the past, and that is the in-between time.
Okay.
Okay?
So with the Deliverance card, up in the crown chakra here, at the head, this tells me that you've been going through quite a lot, and it's like the Death card is quite a whirlpool of difficulties, and that feeling, a physical feeling that you think everything is falling apart.
Yes.
Sometimes with the Deliverance card, a lot of people think they've been hexed or cursed in some way, or a full stop is brought into their lives either by an outside influence. Is that right?
That's what it feels like.
Okay.
Exactly.
And also I've got, like, you're looking at flowers, expired flowers rather than flower.
Ooh, okay.
That's what I get for her,
Okay.
mentally. You, Ginger, as a person, you are well equipped. This is what I see. So don't get despondent.
Okay.
Things like a ship is at the harbour at the moment, waiting for something to happen.
Ah, yes.
But it will happen
Okay.
because you are in full sail, meaning you are equipped and you'll be able to get on with whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think coming here today is these two cards, you know, sitting at a table, having a reading and having a nice time with your friends,
Right.
and that reconnecting with people. But it's also that celebrating of a birthday and celebrate who you are.
Yeah.
Now, I think you need to do
Yes.
that. Within your world, you're a little bit stuck with the Eight of Swords there
Yeah.
in your head.
Yeah.
You need to get yourself out of that past situation and stop keep thinking about the past, because you can't change it, you can't fix it,
Right.
and it's all about celebrating who you are now, and
Yeah.
start planning ahead. So planning your tomorrows, planning where you want to be even in a year's time.
Right.
Your whole world that you live in is successful.
Okay.
It always has been, but sometimes when you go through a difficult time, it's hard to see it. You feel overburdened with it, and you feel as though you've taken on too much.
Right.
So you've had like all those family difficulties and difficulties within your working life as well as your emotional life as well. Sometimes it can get overburdened or too
That's it.
much.
Where the family is concerned, I got the pomegranate, which when it splits, it smiles. So
Oh.
it's full of growth, abundance. So don't be despair.
And it's funny, how many times did you mention pomegranate outside today?
At least twice.
That's the first
Yes.
word I got for you.
Yeah.
See, before you came in,
Yeah,
Yes.
she's going on.
Ginger was talking about the pomegranate flowers we had in here and how beautiful they are.
yes.
So that was because it's that time of Persephone,
Yes.
and sometimes you have to go into the underworld and
Yeah.
go through what
Okay.
you go
Yes.
through in order to come out.
That's
you do,
why.
you do.
Okay.
And the other thing is, I feel that you are trying to go fast, slow down.
Yes, that's always me.
You
Yes.
want to rush things, and it's not sensible.
I am a go.
Yeah, slow
person.
yourself down. You can see things a bit better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Immediate past tells me that actually things were okay for you. You had all the skills there, you were utilising all those skills. Emotionally, you sort of sit back and were enjoying life. So what has happened has been quite quick over the last few weeks. I would
Right.
say 10 weeks, where things have gone a bit funny, gone a bit
Yes.
as though you can't focus. You go, what's going on, within my life? Have I been hexed or have I been cursed?
Right.
Probably not.
Okay.
But we're so good at doing that to ourselves by tying our mind up into knots and not being allowed ourselves to think clearly about what we want, because
Okay.
we carry maybe a little bit of sadness around here as well.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, good. So we've got the Chariot card there with the Ten of Cups, which for a future is really nice. I'm going to explain that. Do you want to add anything?
Yes, we'll open one. Shelter. That's so appropriate.
Needing, so you got Quan herself here
Hmm.
in the card, and she's very much about compassion has to start with yourself
Yes,
first.
and
Okay.
also putting a different cloak on, just to portray a different outlook. The other thing is the umbrella also protects you, so you got a lot of help there, really.
You're very beautiful in this card.
Shall we open another one?
Yeah.
Search. This is typical of you. You're still searching.
Mm.
Just right. You have the dark areas, you have the unconditional areas, but in the end it will come up
Okay.
a beautiful blossom. Don't think that they are finished, expired blossom, because this is what I get from your mind.
Mm.
Looking at flowers, you think, oh, they've expired, but they are coming out fresh.
It's very pretty.
If you think with roses, and these are climbing roses can go anywhere they want. They
That's
don't
right.
have anything stopping them.
Mm-hmm.
And rose is the heart chakra. So I know you're a very very loving, kind person.
Mm-hmm.
And it also means that you need that gentleness for yourself as well,
Okay.
because you can be a bit prickly.
Yeah.
These roses, keep away from me. Yeah,
The thorns.
especially if you're upset over something, you can just sort of withdraw, and you know the flowers there, but the thorns are still there, so feeling a bit prickly as well. But Quan offers you the shelter of her compassion and her loving embrace, which I think is nice.
Yeah.
It is.
Here, now the Chariot is all about, for your future you need to take control. You need to see where you need to be in a year's time.
Okay.
If you can do that, that's going to bring a lot of happiness to you. Now, these cards here, because they're the foundation of the reading, tell me that you want to change your job or change.
Yes, or even move laterally. Yeah.
This is, the Justice card is all about contracts of employment or
Right.
marriage, and because it's with the Knight, it means moving on and moving forward within a new job, or relocating or being somewhere else. So what you're looking for is that possibility to move out completely,
Yeah.
but it might mean a bit of extra travel as well with the horse here and the Chariot card, but it's going to bring a lot of happiness
Okay.
here. I don't know if you have in your mind to meet somebody in the future as well, maybe have a little bit of a
I would like to.
romance and that, because I feel that will come with that card. Someone
Okay.
maybe,
That's where the relationship comes
yeah,
in, isn't
there
it?
you go, just to settle down.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. These ones, because these flowers are anemones, and the colours point to clairaudient work, and it's listening more maybe to spirit or to yourself, and knowing that they know everything and you know everything, but sometimes we find it hard to listen to the monkeys and what they're telling us, when here you need to have a relationship with yourself first. Then in the future, just by planning, a little bit of planning ahead and
Right.
sticking to it, there's a lot of happiness will come forward here.
Okay.
Yes, it's very good. Let's have another one. There you are. Your answer to your companionship.
Oh my goodness. How perfect. Right.
Yeah, with geese in this card, I'm just going to show this card because it's beautiful. Geese tend to mate for life.
Okay. Very
So
nice.
you will find somebody.
My for life partner.
And they're so important for family, very family orientated and very protective of the family.
Okay.
But geese also migrate, so there's room here within your cards with the Temperance card and the Page of Swords here to be somewhere different, maybe even travel, having an idea to travel in the future.
Okay.
Because we got the geese going anyway,
Right.
in winter.
Seasonal.
Yeah, we got this, the Temperance card. You're very good at mix and blending with different cultures,
Yes.
and you mix and blend very well. It's time to test the waters, try some different things now, and put your idea into action, because you have been a bit stuck creatively.
Yes.
Yes, it's like you lost in the street looking around. That's what I
Yes.
get.
That's very accurate.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's right in the middle of the street there. Where am I going? What am I doing?
What
I
am I
was
doing
crossing
here?
and I stopped.
What am I doing? What am I doing that for? I'm doing it again. Damn, you know. This, I mean, within this card, there's a little secret here with this little oem, and it talks about the past 7 years as being difficult.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you are actually coming out of that 7-year cycle, and this is your time to start planning.
Okay.
It's a good time for companionship, relationships, setting up home, plotting and planning where you need to be. This needs to be worked on. The Eight of Swords, the
Okay. Mental.
mindset, the bondage of your mind, and to be free and go with your own flow. Once you can do that, because sometimes it feels as though you've got a psychic blanket on your head.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, and you just need to live that off through meditation.
Okay.
Some mantras will be brilliant for that.
Okay.
You like your own company. Here
I do.
within the future brings the Hermit, which is that Virgo energy. and to have some sort of order within your life as well, which is sort of a bit lacking
Yeah.
for the future. And it's because the Hermit carries so much knowledge, and this is the knowledge that you can glean for what's ahead for you as well, and to find that bit of happiness here within these cards, which you will in your future.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
There we have another one for you.
It's a beautiful card.
Thank you. There you are. That's the gift.
So this is the gift of life here. If you can see, the flowers are in water,
Containerized.
and the water is your emotions, and
Okay.
your emotions aren't in a container.
No, they're very free flowing.
They are very
Yeah.
free flowing, and when it comes to your creative side, you need to let them out,
Okay.
because they've been a bit stifled, or not enough juicy creativeness, which is you are
Right.
really, you know, that's you, and it's being given that gift of openness here within these flowers as well. And because we have a lot of flowers here that are still closed, there's still potential within you that you haven't even realised yet.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful colours. Beautiful colours. There's learning, there's healing, there's unconditional.
These cards are gorgeous.
Thank you. It's Shirley's good idea.
Yeah.
It's a lovely thing here because the timing on your reading is quite long. It's like 14-year reading, this one.
Wow. Okay.
You know, with the Fool card there in the timing and advice. So the timing is 14 years before you settle down properly
Okay.
and know where you want to be. But it's also a new start, of a new beginning, of a new adventure for you. So this next year, which is what we were forecasting down here about plotting and planning and seeing where you need to be, is through hard work you can manifest what it is that you want now.
Okay.
So this time next year, you'll be sitting in the place where you want to be,
Okay.
Brilliant.
not feeling as though everything's up in the air, or feeling as though everything is hard work, and but it's through your hard work and determination that you will find that peace of mind here within the King and Queen.
Okay.
But it also tells me that you're going to meet someone along the way who'll become like a loyal companion to you.
Okay.
Whether that's just a companionship or relationship or both, the cards don't say.
Okay.
But it does lead to a lot of happiness within the home
Sunshine.
after what has been a difficult time.
Okay. Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Very promising.
Yeah.
Yes, this
Very
is
promising.
the Sun card is called the promise of things to come.
It is. It
The
is.
promise of the sun is going to shine.
Shall we open another card?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Tranquility.
So that tranquility card
Very beautiful.
goes well with the
Yes.
results
Go with
of
the
the
flow.
ending.
Yes.
Go with the wind flow. Yes.
Speak
and
your
you'll be fine.
truths.
Okay.
And interestingly, there is a pair.
Yeah.
Oh, a pair.
So-
That's right.
So whoever's the larger of the two, that's interesting. I like to see that.
We'll direct the wind. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is happiness and contentment
Yes.
on the home front,
Okay.
and a lot of happiness as well. Maybe even a child coming.
Oh, wow.
A child of
There,
promise.
there again, the
promise of things to
pomegranate, you
come.
see. Pomegranate is wishing you manifold in Chinese. We wish you, we go to a wedding, you bring a pomegranate. Why? Because it's got hundreds of seeds.
That's right.
And you wish the couple, without saying it, 100-fold.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the pomegranate to go back to it. Yes.
Do you want to ask us any questions?
For work, when did you have an idea of the time when the work situation
The-
would improve?
These work environment are very much down here, and it's very much, this is telling me this is what you want. Remember, we said this is like
Right.
the foundation or the base. This won't change until you
Change your mind.
Yes.
change your mindset
Yeah.
and not think that you're stuck where you are, because you're not.
Okay.
you have to let go of the past, whether in ritual form or rethinking, and plonk it back here in a drawer somewhere, and think, well, I'll deal with that another time. The reality is you never do.
Yeah, you
It's
never do.
history.
But it gives you a chance to rethink where you want to be this year, which is what this lot is down, these cards down here, with the Justice card. And this is all about, the page is thinking about relocating and being somewhere different. This is actually putting it into action.
Really? Okay.
That's going to lead you to have a new contract.
Okay.
It's like a clean sweep.
Okay.
So here, with your immediate future, it means rise above what doesn't serve a purpose and start moving on with your life. Plot and plan where you need to be. Well, I've got to stay here for now, might be what you need to do. And just say, but in a year's time, I want to be there. So it's focusing where there is,
Yeah.
where Ginger is going to be happy.
Okay.
And Ginger is going to find
Yes.
her contentment there, which is here.
Yes.
And it's during this time that you'll have a relationship and meet someone who's going to be like a loyal companionship here, which is the Fool card.
Very nice. Okay.
Because it is very much about potential that you're showing now, but you've forgotten how creative you are
That's it.
That's true.
because you're a bit stuck here. Having a nice time with people that you trust is the way forward now, not to sit with people that you don't really like.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just remember, when you're doing, are you working a little bit of magic around everything?
Yes. Yes. I mean, I'm just about to redo my altar today, but yes,
Okay.
I am.
Yeah, brilliant.
Speaking of which, I'm getting ready to put everything in the laundry. I'm going to get ready
Yeah.
today.
Just be mindful that if you're doing any spell casting, to protect the back door.
Okay. What do you say? What do you mean?
When you work in magic and we're sending it out, we must make sure that there's protection behind us,
Okay. Right.
so the magic isn't leaking out back onto you,
Oh, okay. I see.
because that can cause you to be spellbind
Okay.
or think you've been hexed or cursed because of any magic that you're sending outwards. It's maybe not good for, it can
Okay.
sometimes leak back in and bite you
Gotcha.
on your bottom. So it's making sure that everything is sealed and you put everything in
Seal
place
my
before,
aura. Yeah.
before you do anything like that. But I
Okay.
feel what you need to do is work for towards yourself here. This one, which I haven't done yet, have you been having a few health issues?
I'm gaining weight
Okay.
like crazy, but I'm eating the same things I've been eating, so I don't know. Like literally every week.
Are you moving enough?
I'm walking every day.
Yeah, it might be that you need to walk more, because the Ace of Wands is about being active.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's expanding yourself outwards as well, knowing that you're stronger than you think you are, and your strength always assures a good outcome within the future as well. You just need to be a bit more gentle.
Okay. Okay.
Gentle with you.
Mhm.
Okay? I hope you've enjoyed the reading. Have you
This
got any
was
more
an
questions?
No, this is
Thank you.
excellent. Really, this is, and it's interesting how both of the cards complement
Yeah.
each other.
Yes.
I'm really
Well,
impressed.
I would just like to give you a farewell card, okay?
Okay, that's wonderful. What's this?
Seek.
And that's beautiful too.
That sums it up, doesn't it? Seeking, but in a traditional way rather than in a fast way.
Right.
Like a bicycle, go on a bicycle instead of a car. A car
Right.
is disastrous. Bicycle, you can absorb the slowness of things. That's better for you.
You can go on a path. Your own
Yes,
path.
yes. You
This
see
is like
more.
your spiritual path, I feel, this one. And with that purple, it's opening
So
up
much
to your
healing,
third
yes.
eye
Oh, the
and your
chakra.
crown chakra, so you haven't got a big blanket over your head by working and
Yes.
balancing your life. Just remember, I can't remember the name of this plant.
Wisteria.
Wisteria, that's it.
It
Just
climbs
remember,
and it climbs and it climbs.
remember with wisteria, it can take over as well, so it's making
It
sure
needs to be contained. Yeah.
that you contain your thoughts and contain your ideas and work on them
That's
one
right.
at a time.
And there is also rules of when you clip it, when you trim it, so that it comes back again in spring.
right.
So these sort of things have to be taken into consideration. Shall we show the wisteria card? There you are.
What color?
Purple's very rich, isn't it?
Yes. It's royal.
Yeah.
That one's gorgeous too.
Okay.
Yeah, I grew all these,
Yeah. Very nice.
like the poppies and the tree peonies.
Peonies,
I grow them in my garden. That's when I paint them. I like to paint from the actual flowers.
from your
Yeah.
garden.
That's why they're so vibrant.
Yes,
Yes.
it's your interpretation. I mean, they're not botanical by any means. Botanical, I find a little bit static.
So for those of you out there who are enjoying this video, you can get either the Wicca Moon Tarot or the Quan cards on www.wiccamoon.co.uk. And thank you for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, Ginger. Thank you, Shirley.
Namaste.
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 And
Thank
we
you.
say thank you to Namo Quan Pusa, beautiful
Yes.
Quan Yin,
Namo
who's
Quan
with
Yin.
us. And thank you to Barney, my little psychic dog here. Because I think, do you want to come up here? Because I think it would be rude
Where is he?
if we didn't see you. There
There,
you go.
there. Oh, he's touched the card. He's touched the card. We finally got him to touch the
That's
cards.
it. So thank you everyone and blessed be.